Borthakur IAS Academy, an endeavor of excellence.
Borthakur IAS Academy.
Hello everyone, welcome to Borthakur's IAS Academy, Northeast's premier institute for UPSC, APSC and NPSC preparations. I'm your friend Atreyi, and today I'm here with another segment of Current Affairs 365 dated 2nd of June 2021. This is your one-stop solution for all news and updates which will help you prepare for your civil services examination and any other competitive exam. So don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Facebook as well as Instagram. So the first news of the day is about the Nano Urea liquid, which has been introduced by the Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited, and this is the world's first Nano Urea liquid which has been made available to the farmers across the world. Now, what is Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited? It is actually India's biggest cooperative societies, which is wholly owned by the Indian cooperatives. And initially it had just 57 cooperatives, but today it is an amalgamation of over 36,000 Indian cooperatives, which was first founded in the year 1967. This IFFCO, it has diversified business interests ranging from general insurance to rural telecom, apart from the core business of manufacturing and selling fertilizers. The main objective of IFFCO is to enable the Indian farmers to prosper through timely supply of reliable, high-quality agricultural inputs and services, and through an environmentally sustainable manner. This will also help them to undertake other activities which will improve their welfare. Now, coming back to the Nano Urea liquid, it is actually a liquid nutrient that will provide nitrogen to the plants, and it will also act as an alternative source of nitrogen which will replace the conventional urea. This is developed in order to replace the conventional urea, and it is going to curtail the requirement of the same by around 50%. The Nano Urea liquid, it will contain around 40,000 milligram per liter of the nitrogen in a 500 milliliter bottle, which will be equivalent to the impact of nitrogen nutrient provided by almost one bag of conventional urea. And urea's effectivity is around 30 to 40% in delivering nitrogen to plants, while the effectiveness of Nano Urea liquid, it will be over 80%. Okay, and the effectiveness of Nano Urea liquid, it has been tested in over 11,000 farmers field for 94 crops like rice as well as wheat, and it has been seen that on an average 8% increase in yield has resulted. So this Nano Urea liquid, it is being developed indigenously by the Nano Biotechnology Research Center, Gujarat, in line with Atmanirbhar Bharat and Atmanirbhar Krishi. The main significance of the Nano Urea liquid, it is that it has been found effective and efficient for plant nutrition, which increases the production with also a improved nutritional quality. Then it will also boost a balanced nutrition program, which will by reducing the excess use of urea application in the soil, and this will make the crops stronger, healthier, and also will protect them from lodging effect. Now, what is lodging effect? It is actually the bending over of the stems near ground level of the grain crops, which makes them difficult to harvest and can also dramatically reduce their yield. This will also have a huge positive impact on the quality of the underground water, and will have a significant reduction in global warming with an impact on climate change and sustainable development. And along with it, it will increase the farmers' income, as it is easy on the pocket of farmers, and it will also significantly bring down the cost of logistics and warehousing. Second in news, we have the MB Tech, which has been developed recently by the Indian Institute of Technology, Ropar, Punjab, and this is India's first indigenous temperature data logger for cold chain management. It is this device, it has the ability to record real-time ambient temperature during the transportation of perishable products, vaccines, and even body organs and blood. This device has been developed under the Technology Innovation Hub, AWAD, that is Agriculture and Water Technology Development Hub, and along with its startup Scratchnest. Now, this Agriculture and Water Technology Development Hub, it is actually a research center located at IIT Ropar, that was established in support from the DST, Department of Science, and SERB, Science and Engineering Research Board, in order to carry out extensive research work in the field of agriculture and water. Now coming to MB Tech, this will be shaped as a USB, okay, Universal Serial Bus device, and it will continuously record the temperature of its immediate surrounding from -40 degree to +80 degree centigrade in any time zone for a full time of at least 90 days on a single charge. And most of the other devices which are similar to this that are available in the international market, they can record data only for a duration of around 30 to 60 days. Along with it, the MB Tech, it will also generate an alert when the temperature goes beyond a preset limit, and the recorded data which is available, it can be retrieved by connecting the USB with any computer. This particular instrument, this particular device is going to be important because it will be made available to all the companies involved in COVID-19 vaccine transportation, right from production facilities to the last mile vaccination centers in the country. And also it is going to be a push towards the Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme, because these devices are being imported by India in a massive quantity from other countries like Singapore, Hong Kong, Ireland, as well as China. The next news is from the Science and Tech section. Okay, it is about Vajra Kavach, which is a disinfection system that will enable the reuse of masks and PPE kits. This is going to be really helpful to all the frontline workers and the corona warriors. Okay, this technology has been developed under the Nidhi Prayas program, which is initiated by the Department of Science and Technology. Vajra Kavach, it is going to be using the ultraviolet rays for removing any possible traces of the disease causing COVID-19 virus from all the personal protective equipments, PPE kits, N95 masks, coats, gloves, as well as gowns. So this will enable the reuse of PPE kits and other materials by the healthcare workers, and it will not just protect the healthcare workers and all the frontline workers, but along with it, it will be beneficial for our environment too, because it will help in reducing the biomedical waste generation, and it is also making the personal protective equipments more available, affordable, as well as accessible for all. Now, what is Nidhi Prayas? Nidhi stands for National Initiative for Developing and Harnessing Innovation, which is a program that has been launched by the Department of Science and Technology. And under this program, Prayas program was initiated, in which the established technology business incubators, they are supported with Prayas grant, which supports all the innovators and entrepreneurs with a grant for POC. POC means proof of concept, and proof of concept is actually a evidence that a business idea, it will work. Okay, so Prayas stands for Promoting and Accelerating Young and Aspiring Innovators and Startups. The main objectives of Nidhi Prayas, it includes enabling translation of an innovative idea to a prototype. It will provide a platform for faster experimentation and modify the approaches in the idea to the market journey. It will also attract a large number of youth who demonstrate problem-solving zeal and abilities, and they will work on new technology, knowledge, innovation-based startups. This in turn is going to enhance the pipeline in terms of quality and quantity of innovative startups to the incubators. Moving ahead to the next news of PM Cares for Children scheme. This will be tagged under the GS paper 2, that is issues under the subtopic of issues related to children, education, government policies and interventions. So the government, they recently announced the special PM Cares for Children scheme for all those orphaned due to COVID-19. Also, the Supreme Court has ordered the district authorities to upload the details of those children who are in need of care and protection on the NCPCR's portal Bal Swaraj. NCPCR stands for National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. Bal Swaraj COVID Care, it is a devised online tracking portal which will work for the children in need of care and protection, and it has been created with a purpose for online tracking and digital real-time monitoring mechanism of the children who are in need of care and protection. NCPCR, it is a statutory body which was set up in March 2007 under the Commissions for Protection of Child Rights Act of 2005. And this particular body, it works under the Ministry of Women and Children Development. So now let us have a look at the key points of this particular scheme. The PM Cares for Children scheme. Here, the children who have lost both parents or their lone surviving parent or any legal guardian due to COVID-19, they will be eligible for this scheme, okay, to avail the benefits of this scheme. And as of now, there are a total of 577 COVID-19 orphans who have been identified across the country, and also there has been a rise in the cases of child trafficking. The main features of this scheme includes corpus of rupees 10 lakh that will be allocated to each of these children from the PM Cares Fund. And this corpus, it will be used in order to provide a monthly stipend from 18 years of their age, and that will continue for the next 5 years when they reach the age of 23. After the age of 23, he or she will get the corpus amount as one lump sum for their personal as well as professional use. This scheme will also sponsor the education of those orphaned children, okay, and their education will be supported in a way through admission to the Kendriya Vidyalayas and private schools up to their higher secondary level. And even after that, they will be supported either through scholarship equivalent to the tuition fees or some educational loans, where the interest on the loan, it will be paid by the PM Cares Fund. And also all these children, they will be enrolled as a beneficiary under Ayushman Bharat scheme with a health insurance that will cover worth rupees 5 lakhs. The premium amount, it will be paid by the PM Cares till the child turns 18. Now about this PM Cares Fund, we all know that it was created to deal with any kind of emergency or distress situation like that posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. And the full form of PM Cares Fund is Prime Minister's Citizen Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situation Fund. This fund, it is a public charitable trust with the Prime Minister as its chairman, and the other members, it includes Defense Minister, Home Minister as well as Finance Minister. Next, we have the World Milk Day. 1st of June every year is observed as the World Milk Day. And this year, on this occasion, the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, they announced the launch of Gopal Ratna Awards, and also they decided to integrate the eGopala app with Umang platform. Now first, coming to Umang platform, it is the unified mobile application for new age governance mobile app. It is, what is it? It is a unified, secured, multi-channel, multilingual, multi-service mobile app which is launched under the Digital India Initiative. It was launched in the year 2017 under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. This platform provides unified application that can be used to avail a number of pan-India e-government services like filing income tax, Employees Provident Fund Organization services, Aadhaar pension services, e-Pathshala, crop insurance, etc. World Milk Day, it was established by the Food and Agriculture Organization, which is a specialized agency of the United Nations, in the year 2001. And the main objective behind celebrating or marking this day was to bring attention to activities that are connected with the dairy sector. This year's theme is to focus on sustainability in the dairy sector, and by doing so, it will reintroduce dairy farming to the world. Now, coming to the Gopal Ratna Awards, okay, the National Awards for Cattle and Dairy Sector, they have been launched to promote the best herd of indigenous breed and practicing best management practices, and this is going to be categorized in 3 categories. First is Best Dairy Farmer, second is Best Artificial Insemination Technician, and third one is Best Dairy Cooperative Milk Producer Company or the Farmers Producer Organization. Then what is eGopala app that was to be merged with the Umang platform? eGopala stands for Generation of Wealth Through Productive Livestock. These names, they actually have some significance, okay, so it's better to know the full form of those abbreviated forms. eGopala app is a comprehensive breed improvement marketplace and information portal for direct use of the farmers. They provide solutions on certain aspects like managing livestock, which includes buying and selling of disease-free germplasm in all forms. Then availability of quality breeding services that includes artificial insemination, veterinary first aid, vaccination treatment, etc. However, there are also some other initiatives that are related to the dairy sector. It includes National Action Plan on Dairy Development 2022 that will increase the milk production and double the income of the dairy farmers. Next, we have the National Animal Disease Control Program and National Artificial Insemination Program, which was launched to control and eradicate some diseases amongst the livestock in our country. The most common one was FMD, foot and mouth disease. Then we also have to mention Pashu Aadhar and Rashtriya Gokul Mission. Pashu Aadhar is a unique ID on the digital platform which helps in tracing the animals. And then Rashtriya Gokul Mission, it was launched in the year 2019 for setting up of 21 Gokul Grams as integrated cattle development centers. So this was all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was useful for you all. I'll see you all again tomorrow with another session of Current Affairs 365 only on Port Harcourt's IAS Academy, Northeast's premier institute for UPSC, APSC and NPSC preparations. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Port Harcourt IAS Academy প্রস্তুতি আৰু অধ্যয়নৰ নিৰ্ভৰযোগ্য ঠিকনা
Port Harcourt IAS Academy